Hey everybody, sorry that there's not a big fancy intro or anything like that. The little pup's been a little bit restless today. Um, she's been coming out of her shell a lot, playing around, eating loads of food. She's doing really, really well, but she's been squeaking like crazy for the last hour because she's just looking for attention. I think she doesn't really know what to do with herself. Um, so I'm just trying to get her settled here now with me for a little while. She's She's a sweetheart, though, and she look how cute she is. Whoa. She's really lovely. Yeah, very happy Thanksgiving. Sorry I couldn't come on to wish you all Thanksgiving. Yes, happy Thanksgiving yesterday. I wasn't feeling great yesterday, to be honest. I was a bit kind of unwell, so and this morning too, but feeling much better now anyway. So I'm back and ready to rock and roll. So there was yeah, so a few people are asking about these threats, right? So there's been a little bit of over and back between myself and Siri 1310. Um and yeah, so I'll get into that here in a minute, but also there's a few other things that came up. So just while I'm waiting for people to get in here, so about Poppy, she's doing really, really well. She's sleeping great. She slept all night last night. She's a bit restless today. I think she just kind of doesn't really know what's going on, and she's a little bit kind of confused and stuff. But she's been playing around and she's met a load of new people today, and so yeah, she's. I think she just wanted her dada, to be honest. That's why she was squeaking out there. Um, yeah, so she is flying it. Did we settle on a name? We still kind of like Pippa a lot, to be honest. It seems to be working for her. Um, Leilani Ahaya Matson says, sending much aloha to you and your Ohana. Thank you so much indeed. I really do appreciate it. She's a little chihuahua. She is an 8-week old chihuahua, and she is super fucking cute. She's tearing up a little bit though. She's been whinging a lot for the last hour. So I think it's just she's a bit tired and cranky because she's had a long day, haven't you, little lassie? Yes, she has. She's been glued to me all day. I've been quite unwell this morning. I was quite unwell, so she was snuggled up on the couch with me all day. And yeah, I think literally she's just a little bit cranky and tired. So she's she'd make a grand stew. I'm not so sure about that. There's not a whole lot on her. Sorry, I just got off screen for 2 secs. I'm just gonna put her into bed. And I need to take off my hoodie because I'm absolutely roasting. Let me play this video for you. No, wait, no, not this one. Hold on now. There's another one that this guy put up. I want you to have a look at his channel. Oh, wait, no, that's he changed the name of his channel to Professor Noogie Burger. Okay. So his channel was originally called American Patriot, and the image that he used was the same as a channel that Chili had set up called American Patriot. Now, he put up a video. I felt like it was a threat. I'm going to play it for you while I go change my shirt and stuff and settle the pop. But yeah, have a listen to this video for those who didn't see it, and we're just going to talk about some of the responses to it. And
Hope he's
I'll be
keeping
right
well.
back.
Hello, Big Dave. My dive. Davy boy. Davy. David. For the record, um, I have nothing to do with the blinking leprechaun. Joining your live last night was pure chance, not orchestrated, not to try and catch you out. I have no association with the blinking leprechaun or the nodding potato heads. Like I said, I can't stand the blinking leprechaun. He doesn't represent any of the Irish people scattered throughout the world. Um, How is your son, man? The ignoramuses are too ignorant to ask you how your son is. I hope he's keeping well. Uh, hey, you're right. I will use my own guns to make a gobshite out of the blinking leprechaun. What else, David? Big Dave. Yeah, they all love to knock poor old Chili Jose Maria de Castro. Chili's alright, man. He's raised more money than the rest of them put together over the years. You can't knock that. David, you're a good human being. I don't need to tell you that. Any man that looks after his animals the way you do is a decent man, human being. Okay, Davy boy, look after yourself. David, Big Dave. They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
All right. Now, here's the thing. So this Siri guy spent the whole day today on a live stream saying that I'm afraid of this guy and blah, 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 right? Like, I'm not afraid of this guy at all. Like, genuinely, I'm not. And he was like, oh, he's got you all panicked. He doesn't have me panicked. I'm just pointing this shit out because I don't leave this kind of shit sit, basically. So there's a few things that have changed over the past hour or so. Number one is he's changed his name from American Patriot to Professor Noogie Burger. I'm not really sure why, but like having a look in the comment section. So I actually responded to him here, right? And he responded, and I said to him, would he be up for a meetup? Like straight up. I also asked him, could he explain what he meant about using guns? Now, Siri, whatever the fuck his name is, decided to answer on his behalf, right? And say that it was supposed to be a metaphor, that gun was a metaphor for what was it? I'm actually not 100% sure. It's kind of, he's so hard to understand because he just rambles nonstop. And JL Warren was watching this at the same time as I was. I was in the car, so I had my headphones on, so I couldn't really keep up to date with it or whatever. And yeah, so he's metaphor for videos basically. Now somehow I'm supposed to know that, right? So it's kind of it's like, how am I supposed to know what their bizarre metaphors between each other are? Like obviously there's no way that I could know that. And so yeah, like anyway, before we get on to that, Frank Perry is gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much indeed, Frank. And the recipients thereof are Magpie Kiwi, John May Gaming, Nan got one, Carrie T got one, and the fucking thing jumped. Okay. Tenna Bro Soul got one, Mr. Shigura got one, Kim Martin got one, Vicky Paflus got one. Paflus or Paphius? Paflus. Circus Peanuts got one. Blind Bombshell got one. I think that's everybody. Thank you so much for that, Frank. That's really awesome, man. Yeah, so I don't get their inside jokes precisely, but I'm still somehow supposed to know what it's all about. Like, you know what I mean? It's a really bizarre one. Reflections says, who's the blinking leprechaun? That's me, apparently, because I do blink a lot, and I've explained why. Not that it matters. Like, you know, as the missus says to me today, if the only intelligent thing that you can come up with is the fact that the person on the screen blinks, then we're not exactly dealing with a genius here. Good to see you, Susan. Hope you're doing really well. me see here now. And Susan O says backtracking and hiding after those comments. Exactly. So I went to the town that he said he lives in yesterday. It's not very far from me, just over an hour away. I told him where I'd be. I told him to meet me there. And then he put up a comment saying, how come you weren't outside the pub? I was like, I was outside the pub for quite a while, actually. And he was a no-show. Now, I've got a lot of connections here in this dear country. And if I need to find somebody, I'll find them. I can guarantee you that. And that's not some bullshit big man talk on the internet. That's legit. If I need to find you, I will. And that's just the way it is. Jail War knows exactly what I'm talking about. I won't get into it here because it's not relevant. But if I need to find somebody or find out who somebody is, I will find them. And I will find this guy. So I've put it out there to him that he better get in touch with me and leave him tell me that it was a metaphor, not his buddy over in America. So we'll see what happens there. Blind Bombshell, greetings, Demon, from aboard the Celebrity Silhouette cruise ship in beautiful St. Lucia. You lucky, lucky bugger, you. So yeah, that was the original video, right? So then he put up this other one aimed at the missus. And we will see here now. Where is it? It's in his shorts, I think. That's the only thing in his feckin' shorts. Now, I'm going to give you prior warning. This is fucking bizarre. So today in Ireland is one of the most important days in Irish culture. It's the day that the toy show on RT or Radio Telefís Éireann comes on. It's our national broadcaster. And it's a on the Late Late Toy Show. It's one of the longest running TV shows in the world. And they do a toy show once a year for the kids. And it's a spectacular event. But he posted this video.
Missy is the mommy said have the toy show. Missy is the mommy said have the toy show.
And it goes on like that for a while. So it's titled At Irish Demon, Mrs. Demon Missing Half the Toy Show at Siri 1310. So yeah, the toy show is a big event here in Ireland once a year. But here's the thing, right? All that aside, all this guy can do is go after the fact that I blink a lot on camera, because I do, and that's fine. And go after my niece and go after my missus, because they know they can't roll with me. These two wankers, these two absolute wankers are afraid to even talk to me on the air, let alone man to man. Neither of these two would face me man to man. There's no question. They won't even come on a stream with me if they need me to, right? Because the Siri, whatever the fuck, Siri guy, one of the things that he hates the most is the super chats. The super chats drive this guy crazy. I thought it was just the super chats. It's the fucking PayPals that I got the other night. The PayPals put this guy over the fucking edge. So I think there might be a hint of jealousy there. That's what I'm getting from this. And he won't even come on the show with me. So I'm willing to turn off fucking PayPals, turn off super chats, all that stuff to have him on to explain his side of it. Now, Siri, well, I'm just going to call him Siri from now on. He's the guy that's been answering for this fella, the Irish lad. And this fella was supposed to come meet me yesterday, wouldn't show up, right? So can any of you honestly say, right? Do you seriously think that that wasn't supposed to be maybe not a direct threat or maybe not a real threat, but at the very least, as Siri himself put it today, him trying to keep me scared or whatever. Little Chihuahua, Big World has been a member for 2 months, says member for 2 months, but I've been watching for longer. Thank you so much indeed. I just put my little Chihuahua to bed because she's been really cranky. So yeah, she's sleeping right now, thank God. But yeah, so that was this side of it, right? And then we go over to, actually, no, sorry, I can't do that here. I should remember that I had to record the video to bring it up. Now, I'm going to give you fair warning. This fucking video goes on and on and on, and he just repeats himself and repeats himself. But we'll try our best to get through kind of the general gist of what he's saying, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, to be honest. Like, I mean, it really fucking doesn't. But let's have a look here. So this is in some respect, this is how would you even fucking put it? Like, that's the thing. I can kind of hear what he's saying, but either way, it makes no difference, because this guy is talking for somebody else. He's not talking for the guy that made what I think is a threat. But it takes a second here for the sound to come on. We'll do Carl's order the squirrel. Thank you, buddy. No sound. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is there no sound for anybody, or is that just me? Hold on. Let me see here. Oh, right. Okay. I got it now. Right. Give me a sec. I need to. I just need to do a bit of quick computer wizardry. As you guys know, I'm good at that kind of thing. Fucking terrible. Right, there it is. Okay, I'll try it this way. All right, we just roll back there now to where he starts talking about this. Oh, they never answered the questions.
That, a lot of his followers say that he lives rent-free in my brain. However, he's constantly doing pieces on me. He's constantly...
Because you're making claims about me that I'm responding to. Not only that, but your little buddy there starts talking about using guns on me. So yeah, you can be damn fucking sure I'm going to respond to that.
Forcing me to be on his stream, you know, because he restreams my lives. So he forces me to be on them. Even though I told him I don't want to be on the show because I don't really like you.
No, it's because you're
really
afraid.
Like you.
That's what's wrong with you. You're a scared little boy. You won't fucking sack up and come on this show and explain to me how that was not a fucking threat. I wouldn't give a shit if somebody in America threatened to shoot me, or someone in the UK threatened to shoot me. Whatever, man. I don't give a fuck. Okay? It means nothing to me. It's a different story when it's a guy that lives an hour away and my address is out there. If somebody wanted my address, they could find it very easily. Now, if somebody wants to come here and try cause trouble, that's fine. That is totally fine. Because I don't live here alone. I live here with a few other lads that live on the property in different homes. And they're a lot fucking harder than I am. They're a lot fucking tougher than I am. So you come up rolling up in here causing trouble, you better be ready. And then this little shithead talking about using a gun on me, I'll tell you what, motherfucker. If you shoot at me, you better not miss. You better make a fucking count. And I mean that. I fucking mean that.
I love you because you're my fellow human. But I do not like you because of the division that you bring between me and my countrymen. You know, because I don't really see any things that you do that involve your country other than talking about your country in between, you know, you replaying videos where you're trying to insult someone.
Well, what happened to freedom of speech and all that? Isn't that what you guys are all about now? Do I not have that same right as you? What, because I don't live in the States? Because of all the bullshit that happened in Dublin last night, they're trying to take that right away from us. There's certain things that I could say about you, a person in a different country right now, that could get me in a lot of trouble in Ireland if these laws are enacted. And it is specifically because of people like you. Frank Perry for $2 says, where is the Friday night Guinness? Join me. I don't have any Guinness in the house, but I do have Bushmills and Coke. Sláinte and Macara. Great to see you here, Frank. Lads, still no sound. No. There is sound on this one. I know.
Give up your these little bitty morsels of information that you think that they're, you know, well, they probably are to some people. So I won't knock the things that you say when you talk about, you know, your country and
like this is the thing that I hate about this whole situation. I just wanted to have a conversation with this guy. Genuinely, really just wanted to have a conversation and hear his side of it. And then he came up with this whole fucking story that I was some fed. And I was talking about this earlier. So I'm both I'm in the FBI, the CIA, I'm in the Irish intelligence, I'm in the British intelligence. I am completely stone broke, but also loaded from super chats. And I'm a clairvoyant as well, apparently. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for fuck's sake, it's like, make up your fucking mind, dude.
People that, you know, try to connect with you because you're in Ireland, and a lot of people, you know, claim to be Irish. Like a lady came into the store yesterday and she was like, yeah, I'm Filipino and Irish. And I just thought that was just the greatest, you know, because a lot of people, they claim to be Irish. My daughter-in-law, who has given me 2 beautiful grandchildren, she is Irish descendant. So, you know, I think it's awesome because we're connected in so many ways. Irish people.
Yeah, because we went out into the world and multiplied. Jake says, does Ireland have an FBI MI5? We do. We have the Garda Síochána, which is the Irish National Police Service. They have their own version of their own Garda intelligence group. And then the military also has a pretty significant intelligence unit as well. So yeah, no, it does exist. Like the Irish intelligence services do certainly exist, but I'm not in it, basically. Must be a member of the secret world order. Yes, I am one of they.
Grandchildren that are of Irish descendancy. What is their last name? Murphy.
Now, that leads us on to the next point. Michael O'Murphy, not the one in the side chat, the alleged lawyer that's been sending emails. I think that that's this guy in Killaloe, the guy that made the threat. And the reason I do is because the timeline all matched up, right? So just when I started talking about this guy, I get this email. Then when I did a funny response video to that email, boom, the guy starts making videos about me and threatening me and says that he lives in the same country. So it seems a bit strange. I feel like maybe the first email, he was told what to say. And the second email, I think he came up with on his own because the language was very, very different in that. So we'll see.
That was great, Dave. Really? Yeah, it's totally Murphy. Not anything. So when you were saying that yesterday about how people use that bullshit name, O'Malley, O'Murphy, it's kind of true because her family says the same things. I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, look at that. That's a connection that we have. And he doesn't even know it. But I will talk about it today on Thanksgiving. Man, shout out to my kids, man. My boy, I know you probably stopped in. My son, he normally stops
early today. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, Lily. Yeah, you do, Titi.
Hey, get off of the dirt, silly. Likes to roll in the dirt. Woo! Cold out here, guys. Would you rather me sit behind a desk and do these things with the computer? I noticed that a lot of people that have these channels, they'll sit in front of a desk and make themselves look all proper.
I couldn't give a shit
Should
what you
I-
do. Truth be told, I
Guns.
really don't care.
Guns, thoughts, videos, his own. So, yeah, man. Irish detective, detected. And I want to get into a little bit about what me and American Patriot were talking about. So that way there's a little bit of context to the things that American Patriot was saying to me. He was saying it to me. He wasn't saying it to you, Irish Demon. While you go out and find videos that aren't, directed at you,
Yes,
and you
you
insert
can.
yourself into them because you think that you're that important.
Well, obviously, I was that important because, yes, the video was in response to you, but the video was about me. So, in what fucking world would I not have the right to respond to that? Right. So, this guy actually thinks that because he's tagged in the video, that only he can respond to it, and that I'm unreasonable for responding to a video where the guy is talking about shooting me. Oh, yeah, what a dick I am. What are you, fucking stupid? What a fucking idiot, man. Unbelievable.
Maybe the American Patriot, you're important because, like he said, to him, you don't represent the Irish people.
I don't give a fuck who he thinks I represent. I know what I am. You go out there, you ask any Irish person on the street, you show them me and you show them him, and ask which one of these two people represents Ireland better. Think about it.
To him, that's what he said.
I don't give a fuck
So
what he says about me.
he asked me to do basically the same thing that you asked me, Irish detective. He wanted to use the content that I create where it concerns you, like maybe insults that I may have said, he wanted to use some of what I said. And what I had told him was, I go, look, man, you can do whatever you want, but it's better to bust your own guns. That's what we meant when he said, you're right. I should use my own guns.
Okay, cool story, bro. How the fuck am I supposed to know that you had that conversation with him? What am I, a mind reader? So you had a conversation with him where you referred to videos as guns for whatever reason. Then he makes a video talking about using a gun on me, and I'm supposed to magically go, that's clearly videos he's talking about. I'll give you a challenge, will I, Siri? Go into a police station at your leisure and say, hey, I got a gun. See what happens. See what happens. Do you think they'll go, he obviously means a video? Or do you think they'll draw down on your ass? What do you think would happen? Or if somebody called you on your phone and was like, hey, I'm coming over there with a gun, and then they rock up with their phone with a video on it, would you sit there waiting for them thinking, oh, he's obviously going to show me a nice video? No, of course not, you stupid fuck.
Guns, thoughts, videos, his own content. It was a metaphor. It wasn't meant to be something that was like truly meant as, yeah, I should use a gun on him. No, dude, we're just all talking here. And what we want to do is expose you for the detractor that you are.
Then do that. Do that without the veiled threats. You don't hear me threatening you or him. Now, when I said that I'll go up there and find his ass, that's not a threat. That's a fucking promise. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Like, whatever about you, I don't give a fuck about you. You're just some random guy on the internet. You're a lolcow. You're nothing more than that to me. You're simply not important to me at all. If you dropped off the face of the earth and stopped making videos tomorrow, I'd be like, yeah, okay, we'll find somebody else that's fucking just as stupid to laugh at. No problem. But then this dickhead comes out of the woodwork, puts up a video that's clearly a threat, and then you said in your live stream today, which you've already deleted, that he's doing it to threaten me, to make me feel threatened. You said that. You said he told you that. And then you expect me not to respond. Do you know who I am? No, you don't. I'm not going to sit here and take that shit. Threaten me, threaten my missus, threaten my family. No, that's not going to fly with me. Like, I know you see my persona on here. I have a laugh and a joke, and I'm great fun, and I'm sweet and cuddly and all that shit. But you back me into a corner, you start talking about me and my family in that way, you're going to see a very, very different type of demon. I fucking mean it. There's a one or two of you watching right now who know exactly what I'm talking about. Around this time last year, maybe a little bit earlier, there was a video of me handling fucking business going around the internet. If you want to see it, you can see it. You can find it. There's ways of finding it. And I leave that up to yourself. So I'm not mincing my words. I'm not some fucking keyboard warrior. I know exactly what I'm all about. So if he wants to come on and he's probably watching, fine. If you want to come on, you don't have to come on the show. I don't give a shit. You can email me. You can leave a message, whatever. And if he tells me that that's what he meant, then I'll accept that and move on. If I don't hear from him, I'm going to go fucking find him. And then I'm going to hear from him. And if you think I'm messing around, I'm not. I can tell you that right now. Because when you make a video like that, that seems clearly to put a 1 in the side chat right now if you think that that sounded like a threat, or if that was about you, you'd find it as a threat. I'm not afraid of this motherfucker. He's a nobody. I don't give a shit. But you're not going to come on the internet or anywhere and threaten me and then put up a video about my girlfriend missing half of the toy show. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What are you actually trying to say? Well, I'm going to find out what you're trying to say because I'm going to roll up on your ass. And you all watching right here know that when I say something like that, I back it up and I fucking do it. So say whatever you want about me, but as soon as you bring my mother, my missus, and my niece into it, all bets are off. Internet, no internet, I don't give a shit. You're going to need a good... No, actually, you know what? Never mind. I'll say no more on that part of it because I don't need to incriminate myself. But the fact of the matter is, there's already people looking out for this guy to find out who he is. I will find out. I've done it before. I'll do it again. A lot of you guys don't know about one of my side projects that I do. I could put it on YouTube and make a fucking killing. I know I could. I could make a fortune. But I don't do it for that. I do it for me. And I do it for the community. Some of you know what it is. You've seen me do it before. I go out there and I hunt predators. I do it every single day. I've got a second phone that I use just for that. And I chose not to do that on YouTube because I didn't want my channel to become that. So trust me when I say that if I need to find somebody in this country, I'll find them. That's not a threat. That's a fucking promise. Threaten me all day long, guys. There's some of you watching right here, Frank Perry, and a whole host of other people who've watched this channel long enough to know that I've been threatened multiple times. Am I phased? No. But talking about my missus missing half the toy show. What is that about? While some of her colleagues yesterday were holed up in a fucking shop in Dublin while people burned the fucking city down around them. And you think I'm not going to deal with that? You think I'm not going to find out who you are in the town of fucking Killaloe? There's about 4,000 people there, and you think I'm not going to find out who you are? And I will find out, and I will roll up, and you will answer my fucking questions. So you can do it here on the internet if you're too much of a pussy to actually show up the next time, because you don't need to show up the next time. Because when I show up, I'll be showing up wherever the fuck you are. And that's not aimed at Siri, that's aimed at this other wanker. So you better fucking believe that.
You know, you're someone that brings division no matter how much you say you don't. You do, man. That's all. Your videos are, you know, they're comprised of something that ridicules someone for trying to use written language as a means to escape, you know, pain.
Stop talking bullshit, okay? I don't care about your roundabout fucking word salad. The simple fact of the matter is everything went off the table the minute you brought my missus into this. Let me just, I'm going to play this for you again, right? So I want you to look at this. I want you to look at this through the lens of this fucking thing that I got, this thing about the gun, right? And I want you to tell me what you think this actually means, okay? This one about my missus.
Missy is the mommy said have the tour show.
Like what does that mean, right? And you know what? I'll hand it to Siri on not something he said in this stream, but something he said on the last one about this guy. He's trying to get to me. He's trying to wind me up or whatever. He's trying to get my attention. Congratulations, sir. You've gotten it. And I'm telling you right now, that attention won't go away. I guarantee you that. So I'm going to make this very clear because I know Siri's going to watch this back. And in fairness, I'll give him credit where it's due. He did try his best to diffuse all of this today, and I respect that and I appreciate it. But I'm going to put this out here very, very clearly for whatever this guy in Killaloe that's making these videos, whoever the fuck it is, right? Listen to me and understand my words because I will not mince them. When it's something serious, there's no joke, I won't mince my words, right? You will do one of the following things. You will either come on this show live in front of everybody, the whole fucking Demon Army, and tell us what was meant by, number one, the gun situation. I don't want to hear it from Siri. I want to hear it from you. Sack up and answer the question. Number two, the one about Mrs. Demon and missing half the toy show. I want you to explain what that means because there's a lot of conclusions can be drawn from that based on what you said yesterday. Okay? If you don't do one of those things, you can even email me and tell me what they mean, and I'll even settle with that. And I'll take your word at that. Alternatively, you can meet me face to face tomorrow in Killaloe. I will be in Killaloe tomorrow to meet you. I will meet you outside Orion's pub, right across the way from the water. We'll call it 12 noon. I'll live stream it so people can see it if you don't believe me. We'll call it 1 o'clock. 1 p.m. I'll meet you outside Orion's pub. If you're not there, I will still be getting my answers. And I will come and find you. That's not a threat. I want answers. I don't call the fucking cops. And I don't mean to say that in a disparaging way. I do not call the cops. They have enough on their plate at the moment with all the shit that's going on in the country. I'll be there tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'll be there alone if you need me to be, if you're too much of a pussy, considering you're too much of a pussy to come on the show or even so much as message me back, deleting my comments and then asking me why I'm not showing up. Pussy. So it's going to be one of those things. Otherwise, I'll find out who you are and I'll come and I will ask you those questions wherever the fuck you are. And you'll do nothing. And we both know that. Because if you had anything to actually say to my face, you would have showed up yesterday and you will show up tomorrow. So that's not a threat. It's not a warning. It's just simply the way it's going to be. Say whatever the fuck you want about me. That's all good. Say whatever you want about me. But once you bring my family into it, then we're going to have fucking problems. David Bendel says this is fake. What is fake? Cockhead. Seriously, like.
And
just for the record, this isn't Mrs. Demon in the video. It's it's him talking about me blinking.
Have the tour show. Missy was the man. Have the tour show.
So yeah, that's the thing. I just don't understand what the whole thing about her missing half the toy show is about. I don't. There's a whole bunch of fucking things that can be drawn from that. So I'm just asking for clarity on it. Because whatever about threatening me, you threaten her, you got a different fucking thing that you're going to be dealing with. And I'm not talking about me either. I'm talking about her because she beat your ass. She's tiny, but she'll fuck you up. I guarantee you that. Susan says he hates the love ID receives from his fans. Exactly, because these people, with the greatest respect, actually, you know what? Not with the greatest respect in the world, with absolute disrespect, and fucking bite me, Siri, and this other asshole, with absolute disrespect in the world, nobody gives a fuck about these people. They're a couple of assholes. It's as simple as that. Theatrics my ass. If I was over there threatening you and your missus, would you call it theatrics? No, you fucking wouldn't. So shut your fucking mouth and sit down. Tor Rasmussen has been a member for 14 months. Thank you so much indeed, my friend. Always a pleasure. And Adam Dunbar sends $5 Canada dollars. Thank you so much, Adam. Really do appreciate that. Eyes are closed half the time. Mine, probably, to be fair. Then show this crap to the right authorities and get over it. Sally, go fuck yourself. I'm sorry. No, I don't call the fucking cops. That's not what I roll. That's not how I roll. Like, yeah, what am I going to do? Call the fucking cops and be like, oh, this guy's being mean on the internet. No, I'll go deal with him myself. He wants to be a fucking hard man. Come show me how much of a hard man he is, because he won't, will he? Because he's a fucking pussy. So anyway, bite me. I don't give a shit what you think. I'm watching with no sound. My Bluetooth buds are last summer. Fuck, that sucks. It's actually not about the Siri guy. It's about the other guy. As I was saying, like, all of this came from all that kind of shit, right? That's fine. I don't care about Siri. Like, he's a lol cow. It's just a bit of fun. Whatever. He even said that as much himself today. And I said this to Siri before, and I'll say it again. And like, I do think that myself and him would agree on so much more than we would disagree with. Have I been winding him up? Yes, of course I have. The whole fucking FBI shit. People have been planting that on him to try to wind him up. That's all it is. A bit of a piss take. I don't hate the guy. I don't. He's just a bit of fun, whatever. But this other guy, the fact that he lives in the same country as me and everything, I'm not afraid of him. I'm going to roll up there tomorrow again. I don't care. I'm not afraid of this guy. Like, he's a keyboard warrior. But once you say shit like that, I'm going to turn up. You better fucking believe it. So, see you tomorrow. Well, I probably won't, because you won't fucking turn up again. Paul Morrison for £2 says, going to say good night at Petty Chat. Thank you so much, Paul. I really do appreciate that, my friend, and you have a very good night indeed. So anyway, yeah, that's the way it is. Is that the last time that I say go fuck yourself? But no, I'm going to say it again. Go fuck yourself, basically. I'm sorry you feel that way. And I get what Colin's saying. Yes, I am all riled up. But don't come in here and try to diminish how I feel about this whole thing. I'm not going okay, I'm sorry. Yes, you are a 7-year-old lady. I get it. I'm sorry. I would never speak to a 7-year-old lady like that. I didn't know you were a 7-year-old lady. So you know what? I'm sorry. Okay. I am. Genuinely, I am sorry. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have. I thought you were some young bloke, to be honest. But my point being, and Colin's absolutely right. Okay. I need to take stock here for a minute. Need to have a bit of the elixir and calm myself a bit, because people are pissing me off a little bit. You're right. You're right. I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I am sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. My point is that if I call the cops, first of all, I don't need to call the cops. I don't need the protection of the police from a person like this. But call it petty or whatever. But I love pettiness. But I'm not going to back down from somebody like this. There's no way. No fucking way. Because at the end of the day, this guy could do the same to somebody else, could ruin their fucking life. You know what I mean? You could scare somebody to the... Can I help you?
Did you see that email we just got?
Did I what?
See the email we just got?
Email? No, I didn't get any notifications.
There was one to the Irish Demon Army.
Oh, Colin, I just got your message, my friend. I'm sorry. I had my notification turned off. You're right. I am. Yeah, I know. You're right. I'm sorry. I am sorry for shouting at people. A lot of people that I shouldn't be shouting at. I just people telling me call the cops and shit. I'm not calling the fucking cops. You know I don't call the cops. I've dealt with shit. You know I've dealt with shit like this before. I deal with it on my own. If I went to the police, I know you're literally naked standing there in a towel after your bath, but if I call the cops right now and said there's a guy on the internet saying something nasty to me, what would they tell me?
Well, they'd laugh at you and tell you that it's a better use of
Police, exactly. Like the Gardaí in Ireland, it's not a big police service. We don't have a lot of resources, and I'm not going to waste their time on, especially with everything that's going on in the country right now, on something that I can handle myself. Quite simply. Okay, so we got an email.
And read it yourself before you read it aloud.
Is it bad?
Yeah.
Gia says she's naked. Now you calm down. Yes, that's a good point. You said authorities though, Sally Port. Like, who else am I going to call besides the police? Like, in fairness, you know, I am sorry. I shouldn't have flipped off on you. I'm sorry. I am a bit riled up, and you can come here a little bit closer, not too close that they see you all naked though. I've been having a bad couple of days. I've been quite unwell the past couple of days, and so you know, I'm like you actually warned me before. She warned me before I went on the live stream not to go on the live stream because I was in bad mood all day because I was quite sick. But yeah, no, I'm sorry for anybody I've blown up with on already. I am sorry. Sally Port, I am sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Was a bit nasty. I told her to go fuck herself. That's not nice.
No,
Also, I didn't know she was a 70-year-old lady. Like, you know how I am with old ladies. I don't mean old ladies. What did I do in
ladies in their prime.
ladies in their prime? What did I do in the shop the other day in Pennies that made you nearly cry?
Well, there.
This isn't me just bigging myself up, but like, honest to God, I swear to God, if I had known that you were a 70-year-old lady, I would have been like, you are absolutely right, darling. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. No, I haven't managed to get the meds. That's actually, your man was going on about that today. He was like, he's taking Adderall. I'm not. It's just any medication you come off, you get. I've decided I'm not taking them anymore anyway, so I'm coming off them anyway. But it's not because I'm coming off the meds that I'm all angry right now. I've had a fucking stressful day. Like that guy, that dickhead at the petrol station that got stuck into me. Sorry.
And then there's been a lot of stuff going on.
There's been a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes,
There
and
was where I work today. My manager.
there was a bomb threat right outside her work today. It's been a stressful day. So I am sorry. For blowing up on people. That's not cool. I am sorry. But tell them what I did in the shop. Huh?
I said, and look at that face. You can hardly think.
I know. I'm sorry. Sally Ford, you're making it hard here. Okay, I'm trying right now. She says, meds, you might need them. No, I don't. It's not because of the meds. I just feel a little bit nauseous when you come off meds. You can get quite nauseous, but it doesn't affect my mental state. It might have made me a bit crankier.
It makes him irritable.
It makes me slightly irritable, as you may have noticed. I am sorry, but it doesn't change my perception of reality. But I fucking love old ladies, so I'm sorry. I'm never going to say a bad thing to you again, Sally.
Ladies in their prime.
Ladies in their prime. What did I do in the store the other day? Just as backup.
It was adorable. We were in.
Hold on now, real quick. I have to answer this though. I'm sorry, Sally. I never threatened you. I'm just saying that's ridiculous. Okay. 70-year-old lady in her prime or not, I never threatened you. That's bullshit. Okay. I told you to go fuck yourself, which was not a nice thing to say.
Did you mean it in a serious sense, or did you mean it like?
I was pretty angry. So I was like, yeah, go fuck yourself. And that's not a nice thing to say. And I apologize. I would never say that to a lady in her prime. It was wrong. I accept 100%. Okay. I accept 100%. 70-year-old lady in her prime or not, I shouldn't be telling people to go fuck themselves unless they really earned it, and she didn't. That's me being bad. Robert Bader. I fucking love old ladies. Irish Demon 2023. I love that.
He genuinely does, though. We were in Penny's.
I
the other
know.
day,
Okay, yeah, no, tell him. I fucking love old ladies in their prime. Is that?
a lady was going down the escalator and her elderly mother was close behind, but she didn't realize the elderly mother had stopped at the top of the escalator and she started going down. Only then did she turn around and realize that the elderly mother was a bit scared of the escalator and kind of got stuck at the top, kind of not knowing what to do. So straight away, this big softy over here grabbed her, linked arms with her, and said, "You know what? I'm a bit scared of escalators too. We'll do it together." And off they went.
I helped
down
her
the
down, didn't I? And I
escalator.
helped her off. I always help ladies in their prime. Like when I was waiting for you outside work, I jumped out the
I
house.
thought you were about to call me a lady in my prime.
No. Look, I am sorry, okay? I did mean it. I'd be lying if I said I didn't mean it in the moment. But in hindsight, I shouldn't have said it. That wasn't nice. If somebody said that to my mom, I wouldn't be happy about it. My mom's not anywhere near 70 for a long time, but you know, it was fair enough, okay? And I stopped to show that lady in her prime, the puppy, today when we were waiting for pizza, and her granddaughter. So I'm sorry, okay? If you're not a 70-year-old lady in your prime, I'm going to be pissed, okay? Gia says Irish team loves touching old ladies. Oh, God. She was super sweet, wasn't she? She was really thankful and everything. What's the story? What's what? This one? I wouldn't drink that. Yeah, I didn't have, you were in the bathroom, so I needed the can.
Oh,
And it's the only thing that my pecker would fit into. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't make me look good at all.
No.
Anyway, can I just to explain? So for those of you who are unaware, and this is probably a huge part of why I'm so riled up today as well. For the first time in a long, long time, we've had some serious unrest in the country, and it's like a rising. There's
a lot of rioting up in the capital.
There's rioting. It's been a stressful day for a lot of people. For me, especially because a lot of Chloe's colleagues were literally locked into work yesterday as the city was being burnt down around them. And so she was at work today, and then I get a phone call explaining that there'd been a bomb threat right next door to her work. And so, as you can imagine, that was quite scary for both of us. So I jumped in the car and headed to the city. And so yeah, it's been a tough day for the country, and it's been a tough day for us, you know. So it's kind of Michael John Dennis says, I'm a 53-year-old Irish queen preparing to climb the Christmas tree as the Christmas fairy. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Also, you know that video that your man put up mocking me?
Yes. Okay. So do you want to chime in on this?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to go get dressed and come on the show?
No, I just wanted to say I will go get dressed and come in, but I just wanted to say that I'm actually quite flattered that he picked such a pretty woman.
He did. She's
signify
very pretty.
Yeah, she's very gorgeous. So
She's
I'm
got very
flattered.
full lips.
Yeah, I'm kind of flattered.
And she's a quality blinker too.
And also, I found it absolutely hilarious that the only joke that this guy could come up with was the fact that you blink.
That I
as
blink.
does every other human being.
Not every human. Some people don't have eyelids.
No, I know, but 98%.
You said every. Is it every or is it not?
Stop being pedantic.
What was that thing that I was being super pedantic about on purpose to annoy you yesterday, and it drove you fucking crazy?
That happens every day.
Oh, it was when you said, I'll do it. She always says, I'll do it now in a minute. And I would be like, that's physically impossible. You can't do something now and in a minute at the same time. Oh, no, you can, though. If you're being really pedantic, you can. Where's the puppy? In the sitting room next to the heater. Not like too close, not like scary close to the heater, but anyway. Yeah, there was a bomb threat just outside her work. It wasn't aimed at her work, but it was like right next door. So there was also talk in a lot of groups that there was a plan to have this bomb threat so that they could cause upheaval in the city and riot our city. So yeah, it's been a very fucking very stressful day. So I am sorry. Hey, babe. Nan in the side chat has a daughter named Chloe. Isn't that nice? The finest name in the world, except you spell it weird. How do you spell it? You spell it CH. You are completely head to toe, balls naked, standing in the hall right now. Like, what are you doing?
You called me.
I did call you. That doesn't mean you have to actually come along. Like,
Okay. I will
anyway,
come.
you're standing there completely head to toe nude right now, so you may as well tell me.
It's CHLOE with 2 dots above the E. At the
It's called an
time-
umlaut.
At the time, my
We actually have a German in the side chat, right? Who was it again? Somebody said Guten Tag earlier. We have an actual real life Germanian in the side chat right now. So CHLOE
LOE.
umlaut. So that would be Chloe or Chloe.
What it was at the time, a load of babies at the time were being called Chloe, and my 15-year-old sister wanted me to not be called the exact same as everybody else. So she just added 2 dots above the E on my birth certificate.
There you go. I'm not looking at you actually. I was looking her right in the eyes the whole time. Because we're not married yet. Oh yeah, see there it is. It was Fotel. Did I pronounce it right? If it's CHLOE umlaut, so it would be Chloe. I'm not really 100% sure, but anyway, so yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna wait till she comes back, the boss lady there, and see what she has to say about this whole situation, whether or not she thinks that I'll wait and hear what she has to say about it. Project Constitution says, any new info on this fake chili lawyer in Ireland? I think it's this guy in Killaloo. Hold on. Did you say I got an email? Is it safe for work? Like, can I just read it straight out, or do I have to pre-read it?
Maybe proofread it.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I got nothing to hide from these lovely people. Can I just read it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
There's nothing there that get me in trouble?
No.
Okay. So who's this from? So it says FKID. So I'm guessing that's fuck Irish demon. FUID and then something else at gmail.com. I won't say what that is. I'm oh god. Talking about somebody being old. I gotta put on my shades here for the not shades, like literally the opposite of shades. I was looking her in the eyes the entire time, officer. I swear. Ooh, holy spelling mistakes, Batman. You think you're such a big man? This only came in at 10:33, so literally 20 minutes ago. Is that my good hoodie that I just washed?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. She just goes, yep, and just keeps walking. Anyway. You think you're such a big man, think you're some kind of god and a hard man. I'm watching your live and laughing at you. Haha. I know where you live, okay? And I am going to get you. I'll make you cry to your mammy and your little girlfriend. You're all as pathetic as each other. Sorry, you're all as pathetic of each other. You for thinking that someone like you represents us Irish and them for believing your BS. You say you're not a keyboard warrior, but that's exactly what you are. You're a weak boy and you talk a big game, but when it comes down to it, you'll be pissing in your pants. You and your family should be disgraced to call yourself Irish, and your mutt of a missus. Ooh, mutt of a missus. We'll see how she feels about that, because I tend to agree. Isn't even fully Irish. Next time you call yourself Irish, have a good look in the mirror and then think again. It's fucking comical. You thinking you're some kind of hard man. Haha. I will get you. Have no doubts about that. I'd watch my back if I were you. Well, that escalated quickly. Hold on. Let me get you a chair. Oh, well, we got no chair. Come stand. No, I'm only kidding. Do you want to go put on some pants, maybe? You're not wearing shorts. You're wearing my boxers. That doesn't count. No, it's just because it's cold. Like, it's actually really cold in this room. It's really nice and warm out there. Natural Friend says, there's a threat if I ever heard one. Marcus Dillygaff. Marcus, are you Australian by any chance? Sean says, please do not get up. A written specific threat. Yeah. Yeah, no less than 3 threats in that email alone. Throwing shade at Demons Misses is not a good look at all. No, and it's a fucking terrible idea, frankly, because that's not something that I'm just going to leave. You know what I mean? Teresa Brewer for £2 says arsehole Chili is behind this. I don't know. Like, it's hard to say. I've got a few thoughts on this, but I'll wait until the boss lady comes back. Evelyn Garrison for $5 says, I updated my profile picture. I included my gray hair. I thought you were carrying something there. I was like, what are you carrying?
Myself.
What are you going to sit on? Do you want that little puff thing back there?
A poof.
What?
A poof.
What? Is it on a puff?
That's a poof.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
P-O-O-F. Puff.
Poof.
Puff.
How would you pronounce OOF?
It depends on the context. Come, just sit in my lap, fucker. Bless you. Gesundheit for my German friend. Now you're in post-work mode here now, so she's like not made up or anything. Okay, so
Mhm.
right, let's talk about the important stuff, okay?
Okay.
Poof, you have literally that's from the pizza, isn't it? She's the messiest eater in the world. My God. Anyway, so poof or puff?
Poof.
Like roof. But some people say rough, or that drives me crazy.
No,
Like,
no,
I went up on the roof.
It's a roof.
I would say roof. I
And
wouldn't say
so
roof.
if you put a P instead of an R, that's poof.
Not necessarily. There's loads of words that have very similar spellings, but are pronounced totally different.
Like what?
Like, talk about putting me
Oh,
on the
like
fucking spot.
cough and rough.
Cough and
Well, I
No.
suppose cough and rough sound kind of similar.
there was I actually saw a whole meme about this the other day. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. Thank you so much for that, Evelyn Garrison. Really do appreciate it. Do you want to take this one from my good friend Frank?
From
What?
I couldn't read there for a minute. It just my brain is on autopilot after work. Frank Perry for
Go closer
$2.
to the mic.
The Demonist.
The mic's over here, babe. The big black thing in front of your face.
The Demonist. Demonist? Demonist?
The Demoness, you.
Oh, is so right and cute too, but fuck him.
Fuck him. Right? Fuck him to the moon. Jennifer Taylor for $5 says, stand up for your family. It's honorable. Exactly. There's no fucking way I leave somebody talk about my family. And I know, right? You see, here's the thing, right? She'll stand there at the door trying to be like, I think that you should be calm about this whole thing. If somebody threatened me, what would you do?
Oh, I'd go absolutely nuts.
You go fucking nuts. Do I need to tell them about the time with the tire iron?
No.
I think we should. Who wants to hear about the tire iron story? If the crowd wants it, you give them what they want. Like, you know, that's the rules. Otherwise, they'll fucking turn on you. Bobby Williams has been a member for 7 months. Says, I just wanted you to know how much you love. Thank you so much, Bobby. I really do appreciate that. My mom
That's
asks
really
about
sweet.
Bobby all the time, doesn't she? The last day we were over there, she said, how's your friend Bobby? I was like, she's fucking awesome.
I always say to you, it's like you have a bunch of best friends.
I always think the same thing. It's like it's overwhelmingly positive on YouTube.
Yeah.
And there are days where I get like a string of shitty comments where like a video wasn't quite right or whatever, and I feel a bit bad about it. And you're like, what about all the people that just fucking love your channel and you and like real friends? And I'm like, yeah, that actually makes it so much better. Lindy Lou, I think you should read this one.
We all know in truth, Irish Demon is a softie.
I am
That
really.
he is.
Am I?
Yes.
How much of a softie am I?
Like 99% soft, 1%.
What?
That was going to sound wrong. I was going to say 99% soft, 1% hard.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't.
And you
mean it
thought
in-
I was bad with the phrasing.
I
Jesus.
didn't mean it in the way that it sounded.
What way did it sound like? Whatever could you mean?
I don't know.
Whatever could you mean? I am a softie, really, in a lot of ways.
You are.
You know, like the other morning, I went into the petrol station on the way back from dropping you off. I was wearing my club colors,
Mhm.
which usually scares people a little bit. Like people do get a little bit uneasy with that, but then I talk to them, they're cool. But I also had on a pair of Uggs and a tiny fluffy chihuahua in my hand, so people were really confused. It was really funny. Big Bark Little Bite for $2 says, is the Guinness factory okay? Just sick mammy on it. There would be a national uprising if somebody tried to burn down the Guinness factory.
yeah.
There'd be fucking war, like civil,
Well.
straight up war. Why don't you two get a room? Oh, you already did. Why can't... No, we sleep in different rooms. We're not married yet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Carrie T, he's a softie, just not in bed, Chloe says. Well, she did say 1%. How's Pippa actually? Yeah, she's all good, isn't she?
She's good. You did leave her in the sitting room unattended, so there might be a little bit of mess on the floor.
Does she have a shit?
Yes.
For fuck's sakes.
Quite a few actually.
What?
Yeah.
I couldn't get her to shit all day, and the minute I turn my back, she shits. She's learning that from the other two already.
3.
What?
3 of them.
3 separate shits?
Yeah.
3 separate dogs, or all from one dog?
No,
or?
all from one dog. They're way too small to be the other two.
Oh, okay,
but
fair enough.
it's in 3 separate places of the room. So that's fun.
Oh,
It'll be
fuck's
like
sake.
hide and go seek, but for dog shit.
Yeah,
Like a
that's fair
treasure
point.
hunt.
It's like the worst treasure hunt ever.
Congratulations. You wanna another dog shit.
I noticed that, like, I got you the puppy, and I'm the one cleaning up all the dog shit.
That's a problem.
Yeah, in fairness, she's been very good. Like every time I put her on grass, she has a shit. Like it's great. Oh, she was ride or die with me yesterday in the shop, wasn't she? Remember Centra and Castle Lines?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god! I'll tell you about that in a minute. Michael says, I'd love to see a pic of Demon's hot bod. How much, babe? You can check out my OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Big Bark Little Bite for $2 says only 1% with that beauty sitting on your lap. Yes, because we're not
the
married yet.
audacity of you. Like,
What?
only 1%.
But I'm a big fucking man, like, so like 1% is plenty. Behave yourself. Frank Perry, thank you so much, my buddy. Says, my brother, I know we have never been in the same place, but you're a great friend. I know I'm here. Plus, how do we get a hold of Mammy to get her something?
Oh,
That's really sweet. I don't know, really.
I think you should do a live with Mammy.
I'm planning to do a live with Mammy soon anyway. Marcus, these hardware counts. Yeah, exactly. The fists of fury. No? You're really showing me
No,
up here, like,
no.
big time. All right, let's see. Turds Ross. Yes, I call them little shit machines. I really I love the dogs so much, but by fucking God, man.
Somebody said, dog shit, cats vomit, who wins? I always think my older brother, he
sorry.
he
That's a fucking
doesn't
good point.
trust cats.
I don't
they
trust
bury
cats.
their own shit, so it's sneaky. He's like, they take sneaky shits. He's like, a dog will just do it out on the open.
A
like,
dog will look
can-
you in the eye as it's taking a
like
shit.
you can
Like,
trust them because what you see is what you get.
yeah, a
whereas
dog
cat-
looks at you and it's like, yeah, I'm taking a shit. What are you going to do about it? You're going to fucking clean it up is what you're going to
whereas
do
a
about
cat
it.
is
It's a
like,
boss move if you think about it.
they make it look like everything's all rosy, and then they're like, "Ha, gotcha! I took a shit in this secret place that you found 2 weeks later."
There's nothing worse.
Yeah.
I've been there. It's fucking terrible. I once found a shit on top of a curtain, like right up the top of a curtain, like just down about a half a foot. So it had obviously been a clinger, but it had been there for months and months and months before I moved into the place. And I opened the curtain and something just went, and there was like a stain on the thing from a place I moved into. So somebody else's cat, like not mine. I didn't have a cat actually. So, Kisker makes a very good point. Says, hey, 1% of 230 pounds is over 2 pounds. Just think of that. So he's got a really good point.
That's
2
fair.
pounds of solid fist. Well, that even somehow sounds worse. You got the tiniest little hands in the world. He's got a really good point. 2 pounds of hard penis is not that. Depends. No, I'm not even going to go there because I'm going to get myself in
It
fucking
does
trouble.
depend on the context.
It does depend on the context, to be fair. I have guinea pigs. All they do is poop every 15 minutes. I love guinea pigs. They're
They're
super
so
cute. My
cute.
friend breeds them.
But I
And
have such a weak stomach. I don't know if I could handle a poop every 15 minutes.
it's a guinea pig, like, so they're little tiny poops.
Are they like rabbit poos? Are they round like balls?
I think so. Did you know that what's that animal called? See, my brain is a little bit foggy now. Australian animals, name them. Wombat. There you go. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, their
Um,
poo is shaped weird, isn't it?
so wombats. So Australian animals are unlike anything else in the world, right? Because they'd been isolated for millions of years. But here's the thing. Wombats have little cubed shaped shits. That is genuine. I've seen it with my own fucking eyes, right? I thought it comes out square. It doesn't. It comes out like a normal shit, and they use their little paws and they pat it into a square. So that when other animals see it, they don't think it's an actual poo, they think it's a stone. So they literally poo, turn around, pat it into a square, kind of like what you do.
Well, I don't do that. Us women don't do that. Isn't that right, ladies? We don't do that.
Well, fucking somebody did earlier anyway, I'm just saying. And then koala bears, or drop bears, as they're also known, have Y-shaped penises.
Why?
Yeah, Y-shaped.
No, why?
You mean why?
Why?
I don't know. There you go.
Like Y shaped on which end?
Like 2 tubes into one or 1 tube into 2.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? Did you just see that as well?
Oh,
What's that? I don't know why we're talking about this. That's a fucking good point. This is like how our conversations go, though, isn't it? Yeah, you don't fart either, so I'm told. Mind you, I have had questions before about random noises in the night, like that sound like somebody ripping ass. But I don't know what that is.
I like to tell you that there's these mythical little creatures called bed monsters, and they live in the bed, and sometimes they make a sound, what sometimes might be perceived by others as the sound
Ripping
that-
ass.
Yeah, but it's not actually. It's just the bed monsters.
Well, there we go. Paul Morrison for £5 says, not even the British hit the Guinness factory. Yeah, they're like, oh, fuck that, mate. They sail down the fucking, what's the river? The Liffey, blasting the shit out of all the Republican soldiers back in 1916 and after that too. But they're like, down hit the Guinness factory, mate. I'm like, what, you think I'm fucking crazy? Lindy Lou for £2 Australian wants the tire iron story. I think I gotta give him the tire iron story. What do you reckon?
Okay, go ahead.
I will in a sec. Frank Perry, do you want to read? I'll read it. For $2 says Rhode Islanders have. I have no clue. I've never been to Rhode Island. It's an island of roads.
I've been to America twice, and the only parts I've ever been in is Florida twice and Miami for a day.
I actually have no idea where the balloons came from still to this moment. Exactly. Dib says, are we really not going to talk about the balloons? I have no
Yeah.
idea why those balloons came up.
Both of our hands
Something.
were here, so it wasn't something you touched.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant that our hands being up was causing the balloons.
No, I'm saying we didn't
Now I
touch
look like a
anything
fucking
on the
idiot, thank you.
keyboard to make the balloons happen.
That's a good point, actually. Right, tire iron story. Okay, we won't give them the background because that's a bit fucked up. But so there was one day I got an email from somebody.
Oh, I meant to say Orlando, Florida, and Miami, not
What did you say? I wasn't really actually listening, to
said-
be quite honest.
Miami and Florida, but I meant like Orlando, Florida twice and
Miami. Gotcha. Anyway, so I got an email from somebody causing some shit. And I was going through a lot of shit at the time, and they basically picked the wrong time to fuck with me, didn't they?
Mhm.
And they were like, I'll fucking meet you at the petrol station in Fermoy, which is
They
like
were
20 minutes away.
threatening you.
Oh, they were threatening the shit out of me, like big time. And I was like,
and me.
and you. So I was like, yeah, fuck you. I'll be there, bitch. So I was going to go on the bike, but it got a bit cold and my nipples were hard. So I said, fuck it, I'll take the car, right? So I was like, babe, I'm going to go to town right now. I'm going to fuck this guy up, blah, 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 blah. I was seeing red and she was like, oh, okay, just be careful. I was like, yeah, okay. So here I go. I'm fucking going. I'm going to go sort this motherfucker out. I just need to go in and got to take a piss and go do something in the bedroom first and get ready or whatever. So anyway, I'm walking out the door. She's standing at the door, smoking a cigarette hanging out of her mouth. And she starts walking towards the car. I was like, where the fuck are you going? She was like, I'm coming with you. And I looked down at her hand. She had a tire iron half the length of her body. She was like, let's go fuck this guy up. I was like, you're not coming. You can't come. And you were like, well, maybe I won't jump in straight away, but if some shit goes down, I'll back you up. I'll be there. I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. And then we did, didn't we? But then when we pulled into the petrol station, what happened?
There was 3 Garda cars there.
Police cars. A lot of people don't know what Garda's are. People saying that they love your nails. Chloe wants to open up her own nail bar. So for Christmas, she wants me to get her, what's it? The nail course.
Yeah.
She wants me to get her nail course for Christmas.
I am qualified in doing nails. I just want to get, I suppose, more qualified. I don't know.
Hold on, what? You're already qualified in doing? I know all the stuff you're already qualified, like the makeup shit.
Yeah, I am qualified to do manicures, gel overlay, all that stuff.
So why am I paying £1,000 for you to do another course?
Because I want to learn how to do the extensions from professional.
Right. Have you ever heard of YouTube?
No. Really? What is that?
You cheeky bitch. Yeah, do you need the certificate? I don't think you do in Ireland legally.
You don't need the certificate, but for insurance you do. So you
but so you may as well.
It's not illegal to practice while not having the certification.
But you won't be able to actually get insurance if you don't. Okay, well that's fair enough. So yeah, I'll get you that for Christmas. Oh wait, I just realized that you could see my face behind you on the screen.
Yes.
So that I'm gonna have to know anyway. Oh, she's really little. Like the height difference between us, like I'm like 6'4" and you are what? I am not 5'9". You take that back.
5'10" at a stretch.
You shut your midget mouth. I am not that. I'm 5'11", same as my dad. Peace sign makes balloons. That's surely not true.
Huh?
That's a good point. What the fuck? No way.
Do you know why it was doing that? It was because you were saying that
About the V-shaped penis. I bet
Yeah, and
YouTube
we
didn't
were both
expect that.
going, what way is?
Oh, they're all out of balloons. Ah, there we go.
Oh, and confetti. Woo.
What caused the confetti? This is crazy. Like, they're like, oh, would it be really sweet if we do this thing where whenever anybody does the peace sign, we put a load of balloons up on the screen. Then I come on, I'm like, hey. Did you know koalas have a V-shaped penis? Pew, 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 balloons.
It's not. Maybe it doesn't like my fingers. Yeah, see when you do it, does it?
But I've got those big, thick fingers, like, so. That's crazy. Is there any other ones? Is there any other ones? Hold on. How'd you find this up? Hold on. I got to look this up. I think we should do an AMA within reason, though.
Yeah.
That could go fucking downhill very quickly. Who wants to do an AMA? Ask me anything in the site chat. Ask us anything. iPhone Mac reactions. What? Hold on.
Oh.
Wait. Okay, you do it because you know how to do that weird shit. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? No. That is badass. Hold on. What else can you do? Is that it? Oh, that's shit. What happens if you do the heart thing and I do the V for Vendetta at the same time?
Right.
Ready? Wait. No, till it clears. Wait till it clears.
No.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. I win.
Uh-huh.
Everything's
Well, maybe
competition.
that didn't look like a heart anyway.
That is adorable. Alana Hader. So ask me almost anything. No, you can ask anything. It's just whether or not we're going to fucking answer is the next thing.
Oh, it says Vlad Impaler says middle finger, see what happens.
Do you remember we talked about this, darling?
Is this like that clickbait thing all over again?
It's the clickbait thing all over again.
I get
Chloe
caught
falls for
every
clickbait.
time.
We'll be watching TV. She'll be like, oh, click on that one. Oh, the world's craziest animals. It'll be some clearly fucking fake animal with like a big weird thing on its head. I'm like, babe, that's clearly clickbait. Oh, okay. And I literally had to sit you down and explain why you don't click on clickbait videos.
But see, even if it is
You
clickbait,
still got sauce in your face, and every time I look at you, I can't help but.
on the off chance that it actually isn't clickbait, I want to click on it. That it might surprise me and be like, oh, I thought that was clickbait, but it actually wasn't.
Somebody accused me of clickbaiting the other day. And I was like, literally in the first 30 seconds of the video, exactly what I said would happen in the title and thumbnail happened.
Robbie
Anyway.
Williams, I did hear that all right, that the smell monomer is strong and this one cannot handle strong smells, noises,
Smells,
some
noises,
textures.
loads of textures. I don't like the texture of velvet. You got, remember, it was so funny. Why the dog's barking. Chloe messaged me the other day when she was in, see what happens if you do a hand job motion. God damn. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so you were in work the other day and urgently needed a dress because she shit herself at work. Oh, was I not supposed to tell them about that?
I did not.
You did. Remember all the shit down your back and no, the dress. I'm joking. So
I
she
was
wanted
about to
this.
maybe-
So what it actually was she wanted this velvet dress, and the shop was about to close. So I went in there looking for the velvet dress, and I said it to the lovely young lady behind, sorry, the really ugly, horrible young lady behind the counter about this velvet dress. And she was like, what size do you need? I was like, size 6. And she was like, I don't think size 6 will fit you. I was like, you cheeky little bitch. Obviously, it's not for me. I had to text this one and be like, babe, I'm really sorry. I can't get the velvet dress. She was like, oh, why not? Do they not have my size? I was like, no, I can't touch it. And she was like, what? I was like, I can't touch it. I didn't realize that it was that kind of velvet. I can't touch it. So I actually asked the young lady in the shop, I was like, this is so embarrassing, but is there any chance that you could bring this to the counter for me? Because it wasn't on a rack. It wasn't on a hanger. If it was on a hanger, I'm all G. She was like, oh, is everything okay? I was like, it is, but I can't touch velvet. I got a thing.
Even when I was
And then she
wearing
looked at
the
me. She was
dress.
like, what thing? And she was looking at me. I was like, no, not like I've got a thing, like a contagious thing.
like a
I got a
physical
fucking, like a
infection.
thing, like a fucking, you know what I mean? And she was like, oh,
The things in here.
yeah, the fucking voices in my head telling me not to touch velvet.
Even when I was wearing the dress, he was like, I would hug you, but you're wearing velvet.
But it's a long sleeve dress, and you were trying to hold my hand. I was like, fucking stop touching me. And she was like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? I was like, I can't touch you because she's really little and her sleeves always go down over her hand. So I was like,
Well, they go over like this.
yeah, and I can't, I just can't. That's one of my things. What other kind of weird particularities do I have? Peculiarities, maybe.
We can't listen to music in the car.
I don't listen to music in the car because I can't see.
And he doesn't listen to the radio either. So even like a
Can't do it.
podcast or anything.
Oh,
So you have to have it like dead silent unless you have your headphones on and only you can hear the music.
yeah. But I
which-
can't do that if you're in the car because we talk in the car constantly. So I don't do it back. The only time that I ever have loud music on in the car is when we have our nephew in the car because he loves it and I adore that little cutie. So I'm going to play music for him.
Robert B says, who did the dogs love the most?
We had this argument in the car on the way
We
home.
did.
Me.
No,
is
I
him.
think the new one is more attached to you so far, but only because you've gotten to spend the most time with him.
That's a good point.
Her, she's a girl, female. Oh,
Rough. Mexican Bob. I already read that one. But yeah, so as Chloe just said, the dog loves me more. Lindy Lou, question. So when are you going to make this lovely lady your wife? Will we just tell them? Or? Well, we kind of got a start on that a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
I'm just fixing my
Yeah. Not that
my
side.
hand.
Yeah. So yeah, we haven't figured out when specifically yet, but we have a good few ideas and stuff like that. So
I want to go abroad.
who's the broad?
Me. I'm the broad.
Oh, you're abroad. That'd be a good YouTube channel, Irish Broad Abroad.
Well, you have to
Anyway, so
take me
yeah.
abroad to do that.
Ta-da! we got engaged a couple of weeks ago. So sorry for not mentioning that earlier.
I wonder, you should try and find the video of it.
No, not a fucking hope.
Why?
because of what's in the background.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good idea. It's a super cute video and all. Don't say anything about that because of the person that I'm dealing with in Killaloo at the moment. And
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
yeah. Let me see any other questions.
I think
Incoming tire iron. Yeah.
I think Sally Port might still be upset.
Sally Port, I'm sorry. If you have an issue, get a tissue at this point. I've said everything I could, I'm afraid. Oh God, imagine having to smell Glen Serio up close. Blech. Pubs probably don't need to be around those smells. Yeah, that's a good point. The smell of the nail stuff. And me, like,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
it's also me, like, you know, no big deal.
But the puppies,
Yo.
first and foremost.
Oh, damn. You figured it out. Kisker says everyone knows that when demons touch velvet, they get paralyzed.
Have
Take
you
care,
ever
James
seen,
Baker.
Salad Fingers?
We talked about this.
It's like
Is it Jerry Jackson?
it was a viral YouTube video.
Cartoon.
Yeah.
But is it Salad Fingers or is it the Salad Fingles version? Oh, yeah. Okay. So there's a version of that I knew, which was the Jerry Jackson one. Hello, I'm Jerry Jackson. No?
Do you
I
mean-
think he called it Salad Fingles. Yeah, Salad Fingers tribute.
Yeah, no, I meant
Not
the
safe for work.
original Salad Fingers. You know the way he's like this.
No, I've never
When
actually
he
watched
touches
that.
something, he's like,
I never actually watched that. All right, any other
oh, go on.
questions? What did I miss? I'm so sending velvet lingerie, aka chastity belt. No music in the car. Are you a murderer?
That's how I feel. We know each other so well, like obviously we're engaged, but I feel like I'm sitting there in moments of silence where we're not allowed to listen to the music.
And then
I'm
I'll
like,
randomly start
this is
screaming
the-
at somebody on the road.
I'm like, this is the moment. This
This
is
is
it.
it. He's got to
This
kill
is it
somebody.
for me.
Like the other night, we were coming home and there was a guy like inches from the back of my car, and we were both just really tired, like because we're never cranky with each other. Sure, we're never like
No.
silent treatment-y or anything. But we were just both really tired and we were just chilling, cruising along back in the car, and this guy was inches from the back of my car, and I just fucking lost it instantly. I fucking lost it, and I was just like, "Hi!" I shouted back out the window. I was like, "Do you want a fucking lift or something?" And she was just like, "What the fuck?" And then I explained, and then she started laughing. So it was all good. Let's see, is there any other questions? Potluck has become a member. Thank you so much indeed. You know what to do for Potluck in the side chat. Thank you so much, Susan. I really do appreciate
you.
that. Michael John Dennis says, "I'd love someone like Demon to be my boyfriend." That's actually really nice. Thank you very
Everybody
much.
needs a demon.
The American Patriot is going to start wearing velvet. Phantom says, "Keep you away from him."
Just showing off them nails.
Just showing off the nails. Yeah, it is a really pretty ring, isn't
He
it?
did
I did good.
really well. Oh, I don't know how. this camera
It's
thing
yeah,
works.
it's kind of hard to that way. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's nice. All right, isn't it?
He did really well. It's exactly what I would have chosen. For
Oh,
myself.
fuck's sake, fine. Send me on the Sparkler video. I'll play it for Christ's sake.
USA honeymoon tour. Funny you say that.
Funny you say that. That actually is the plan.
That is the
That is
plan.
actually the plan. So no, maybe not for our honeymoon specifically, but like early next year, we want to do a bit of a tour of the US.
Now we
Don't worry about that wanker. Just don't even bother reading that wanker's comments anymore.
a lot of congratulations. Thank
Thank you very much indeed. Imagine a public reception with all the Demon Army. That actually would be
I
fucking
would
awesome.
love
I'd be
that.
down for that.
Like a
Um,
big party with like all of your friends, all of your YouTube friends, all of your here friends.
Yeah. And yours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
also,
yeah, I
I
was just
have
gonna
friends.
say.
I do have friends.
Thank you so much, Bobby. That's really sweet.
Still holding.
We'll get to them. Get married in Vegas. That actually would be pretty cool.
When we first got engaged, I was like, should we
Just run off to Vegas and elope.
plan a trip to Vegas
was like,
and
no,
just
my
get
mother would
married
Fucking kill
and
me.
come back and be like, ta-da! But
Yeah, no, that wouldn't go down
also,
too well.
I do want my family
Because we
there.
both come from pretty traditional Irish families as well, but we were not going to be having a traditional wedding. Fuck that. Harleys and ponies and shit. Oh, Frank,
Ponies? What?
wouldn't be a wedding without you, my friend. Oh, the spider bite video. Did you ever see the video of me getting bitten by a spider live on the air? You know that scar on my knee?
Yeah.
That I got bitten by a fucking spider live on the air, and that never went away. That's pretty bad.
Also, what do ponies have to do with the wedding?
Ponies are fucking
Okay,
awesome.
but what would the ponies?
Ghosts are
role
afraid
play?
of ponies.
What?
Ghosts are afraid of ponies. So you get ponies, you got no ghosts. Obviously.
And that's the role they'd play in our wedding.
Do you want ghosts at your wedding?
Maybe.
Do you want ghosts at your wedding? Yes or no?
Yes.
Then no ponies.
Okay.
Anyway, I think a celebration like this needs sparklers. That's a terrible idea. She banned me. But you also banned me. The last time I picked up sparklers, you're like, you're not getting fucking sparklers
Yes.
again. Fair point.
He
Where
nearly
did you
said
two
no.
meet? We won't get into specifics for security reasons, legitimately for security reasons. But at my clubhouse, basically.
My best friend.
Be careful what you say, because
Yep.
close to home. But yeah, go on anyway.
My best friend's father is also in the club with
Me.
Mr. Demon.
Yeah.
And I had never met him before, and she invited me to a Halloween party,
That's right.
and I rocked up to the party.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
There you go.
I love reading all the
Sally
comments.
Port says we bought that ring from our views and super chats. Actually, no, you didn't. I won't say how I acquired that money, but it was kind of funny.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll leave it at that because that's definitely something that I can't say on the internet.
I do feel I have been looking at Sally Port's comments and how, like, I do understand that maybe you might have offended her,
I think Sally Port's a troll, though. I don't think it's actually a 75-year-old woman.
but also I do think there
Thank you so
there
much,
should
John. May.
always be a little bit of leeway, especially when somebody isn't feeling their best and has apologized.
Yeah. What else can I do? Like, do you know what I mean?
Grovel, goddammit.
I could just tell, you know.
This
I was
is how
about
you
to
got
say-
your
Yeah, no, I know this is exactly
situation.
because I could feel myself starting to
Yeah.
rise.
No, chill.
Phrasing. Goose father. Oh man. Anyway,
I've never been to Ireland. I want to go there so bad.
Who said that?
It's Marcus.
Ireland's awesome. Stay away from
It's-
Dublin at the moment, but other than that,
It's
it's
absolutely beautiful. It's
and where we live is stunning. Like, how many
my
times do you
mom
come
went
home
from living in the middle of London to living in Ireland, and,
living out in the sticks in a cottage?
and she would never move back.
Yeah,
So
it's
she
wicked.
absolutely loves that.
And it's a really chill country until it's not. And then, as we saw last night, then it's just not.
Yeah, we're feisty by nature,
We.
us Irish.
Mm-hmm. Where were you born again? I can't remember.
My bloodline is actually, as I said, 92%
London.
Irish, Scottish,
Mhm.
Welsh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Uh-huh.
mm-hmm.
I think maybe this person that is stalking you guys, yeah, it could be. Yeah, I think Sally Port is a troll.
Where do trolls come from? Under bridges, I believe.
Under bridge. Ask fucking Sally Port, because Sally Port knows. Yeah, Sally Port is because you guys know where I used to work. Somebody just said about Sally Port being part of a jail. So Sally Port is the area where you would have intake, where you drive a van full of prisoners down, because it's got a door at the front and a door at the back. It's actually originally a part of a castle, I think. All right.
You learn something new every day.
So you know what now, Sally Port? I think you've done enough pissing in people's cornflakes for one day. All right. So I think I'm just going to have to reiterate my original point to Sally Port. I
No.
can't really
Mm-mm.
I can't feel my way out of this.
How about we take a deep breath and we say she's entitled to her own opinion?
Okay. Deep breath.
Don't do it.
Don't do what?
I knew the words were gonna come out of your mouth.
What words?
The exact words that got you into this mess.
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, deep breath. She's entitled to her own opinion. See?
Thank
I
you.
did good, didn't
Yeah.
I? And she's entitled to her own opinion while she goes.
Mm-mm.
Wait a minute. If she's entitled to her own opinion, am I not entitled to mine?
Yours wouldn't be an opinion as such. It would
Be a
be
directive
yeah.
to go
Yeah.
find something else to do for the evening.
Yes. To go make herself a nice cup of tea and chill out
And
and
shove it up,
relax.
shove it up under the tap
Under the tap, yeah.
to get the water for it. the kettle.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm. And eat a big fat.
Oh,
Dumpling
apparently
or
Sally
like
Port was
cake.
trolling before they became a member.
Oh yeah, no, I don't give a shit. Came from.
I think a name for her could be Nala from The Lion King. That would have been a really.
Would you go
cute
get her
name.
right now, please? And I will test that. That actually bloody would. But we've kind of gotten stuck on what's her name? Oh yeah, Pippa. But she got stuck on Pippa. I fucking did. Okay. Hey, while she's gone, Sally Port, go fuck yourself. Oh wait a minute. She can watch this back. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her. That's actually a very good point Kisker makes. Like, yes, I am an entertainer. I have to accept that, you know, some of the things that I say hold a lot of sway. That's why I never. Oh, that's the cutest shit I've ever seen. Can I please?
She was climbing.
Ah, she's in my boot. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, gorgeous. You are so sleepy looking. She's sitting right down now once I put her back in there. Oh, look at her little paws. Oh my God, she is so cute.
Thank you.
Baby, we got to get a photo of her in this tomorrow with the good camera. Hey.
Oh.
Oh, she's hiding. Hey, little lady.
Say hello.
Hello. Oh my God. Yeah, Johnny May's got a good point. Let's hope she's not shitting in me boot. You shitting in me boot? Are you shitting in my boot? Oh, she's falling asleep in my boot. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Hello. Can I have a kiss? Hello. Look at her little face. Oh my God, that is so cute. Okay. I gotta like gently dump her out of this.
What's the Irish word for buttons?
The Irish word for button. Jesus, we didn't have buttons in Ireland up until last year.
Can I have her?
Hold on, we gotta do the Nala thing. That's
Oh,
Nala. Ugh.
No, you're not.
Look at her little face. Oh, is it button? Touch the like button. Boop. Wait. Boop. You were biting me all day today, weren't you, little one?
I am gonna bring her back out.
Mwah. Go on, put her back into bed, lovely.
And I'm gonna say goodnight to these lovely
Okay,
people
yeah,
while
it's
you
getting late.
finish
I'm
your
gonna do
night.
the same. I'm gonna get out of here in a minute anyway.
But it was lovely to talk to you all again.
Never. I will never ban you. I definitely didn't say anything mean to Sally Port while you were in the kitchen. Just so you know.
Okay. I'm feeling like maybe you did.
Does it count if I whispered it?
Yes.
That's absolutely fair enough. I can't really argue with that. Just help me read these out and then we'll get out of here. Eh?
I will.
Frank Perry for $2. Go on, let you read that one.
Says Rhode Island is about 20 minutes from Boston.
Is that all it is? Oh, I actually didn't know that.
I would really like to go to Rhode Island actually.
Yeah, oh, it looks really beautiful. They were like really nice trees and shit.
Big Bork Little Bite says do a makeup tutorial stream using Irish Demon as a subject.
I'm down for that. Hell yeah, I'll be down for that.
That would be lots of fun. Oh,
That's really
It
sweet.
says, "Love Chloe. She is as funny as I D."
I mean, it's bullshit, but thank you.
Funny
We
or
already
not,
covered
no.
that one. So I actually can't even read that.
Does Mrs. Demon
Oh,
not
God.
feed you any chili? Just
Maybe into the
remembering
microphone there.
the Reaper squeezings.
Remember Reaper Squeezins? The sauce that I have
Yes.
outside. God damn. That would not be a good idea. We've only got one toilet in this house. You need 2 toilets for that one. That's the I'm not joking. That's a 2-ball job, that stuff. What did I do there? Oh, that's a 2-baller. Like big time. And again, Potluck, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Frank Perry for $2 says, still holding out to call the new baby button. I don't know, man. That's pretty
What about if we call her
into
Pippa?
the bastard microphone.
What about if we call her Pippa Button Demon?
Oh, you mean like as her full name?
Yeah. Like
Fair
as her last name Demon, middle name Button.
Trixie for $2 says, is the Demon Army invited to the reception? Hell yeah. We
Yeah.
should actually do that. We should have like a public reception. What are you doing? There's not enough
I-
room on this chair for the
Yes.
two of us, to be fair. Lindy Lou for $5 says, that's actually true.
Yes.
For $5 says, Irish Demon's mammy will be charged with murder if you eloped.
Yes.
Absolutely true. Big Bark Little Bite for $2 says, where's our chili bukkake clip from your stream, from that stream? That was so fucking funny.
What was that?
If it's the one I'm thinking of, I mixed up mukbang with bukkake.
No.
Yes. And these people let me forget it. Like, you know, of course
Oh,
they did.
yes.
Frank Perry for $2 says, super chat. Oh, you have to read this one, Deb. You
Super
have to read
chat.
anything that, hold on now. These are the rules. I know you're new to YouTube, right? But
Mhm.
listen up. Anything that comes in a super chat, you have to read it out no matter what it says. Okay?
Okay.
That's the
But
rules.
do that one last.
What?
But do that one last. Do
No, you
Frank-
can't just drop it and then run. You got
I
to back your
can.
shit up. Like, that's the
I
rules.
can.
Fine, okay. We'll read Sean O'Sullivan's one there first. Go for it.
You've a savage Bjor suggests Sonia for the dog.
Sonia's a lovely name for the
It
dog.
is.
But I used to live in the same town as Sonia O'Sullivan. And it just feels weird because I'd be picturing Sonia O'Sullivan, which isn't exactly, I wouldn't put you in the mood. Do you know what I mean? But thank you so much, Sean. She is a
thank
savage
you.
Bjorn, in fairness. You hate that word too, don't you?
Bjor.
Yeah. Frank Perry for $5 says, holy shit, so cute. Sheeman and that puppy. Button is the name. I actually call you Button sometimes.
He does.
And you call me Button sometimes.
Woo, I'm falling.
Mostly she just calls me a dickhead though. All right, are
I
you
would
ready for this?
never.
Because Frank has put it in
Okay.
the super chat, so you have no choice. You have to fucking read it.
Okay. Frank
Into
Perry.
the fucking microphone. I'm gonna have to get you your
Oh,
own
oh.
microphone.
Oh, how do I? This is not going well. Frank Perry for $2 says, super chat, fuck off, Sally. Now you have to say it.
Into the microphone, please. Once
Oh,
more.
okay.
Again. Hold on now. Go for it.
I will say this in the name of Frank Perry. Fuck off, Sally.
Thank
And
you very much.
good night, YouTube.
Go on, love. I'll see you in a minute.
I'll see you guys another
Have
time.
fun. See you later. Hell yeah, John Stark. Was hanging out with the boys not so long ago, actually, a few weeks ago. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. You know what I mean? You know what's up. Let me I need to look up something here as well. So anyway, just real quick before we get out of here. That dude up the country. I'm waiting for him to get back to me. He hasn't said anything yet. So I don't know this email. I don't know if this email came from him. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hold on. I might be back live again in a little while based on something I just saw. So we'll wait and see. 2 seconds there now. Oh, fucking hell. This computer's acting really weird. Oh man, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, this email. I'm just trying to log into the email on my computer so I can try to bring it up. Oh man. How about this? Yeah, you're right. It is actually my tech is the fucking problem. Chris Barton says, what does the super chat in Gaelic say? Hold on. I didn't even see that. Give me one sec. Oh, yeah, there it is. Another squid for $5 Canada says Thomas Skirahark Londa Eascon. Yeah, it depends. It depends on what way you read it. It's a really hard word to pronounce. Skirahark could either be helicopter or hovercraft, depending on. Yeah, it can be used as both. Tá Skirahark Londa Eascon. Like, straight off the rip, I don't know if this is what it's meant to say, but my helicopter is full of eels, or my hovercraft is full of eels. Because an Eascon is an eel. Some people use it as fish. Eask is fish, but it's spelled differently. So my hovercraft or my helicopter is full of eels? I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not really sure. Do not disturb, tech genius at work. I do use my helicopter is full of fish. Yeah, like I would say in Cork anyway, Eascon is eels. If you go to the English market, you get you get it as eels, but oh, okay. It'll be my hovercraft is full of eels. It's a Monty Python sketch. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Now we get it. Someone went to a bad tattoo shop. That's hilarious. I actually did see, God love him, an American lad, a lover of Ireland. Not like me, the lover of Ireland. But no, a lover of Ireland got Amal Cadagum Dulgadi and Leheris in beautiful scroll writing on his back. Somebody had told him that it was like his ancient clan's motto. And for the Irish people in the side chat, Sean O'Sullivan, you know what Anmul Cadagum Dulgadi and Leheris Moshe de Holle means. Every Irish kid knows Anmul Cadagum Dulgadi and Leheris Moshe de Holle. And he got that tattooed on his back. Sean, if you'd be so kind, type it in the side chat what Anmul Cadagum Dulgadi and Leheris Moshe de Holle actually means. The best tattoo I've ever seen, though, was a guy there was a famous video, and basically the guy got it tattooed in his arm and it said, Cunis Boher Colleen Banya, which are all Irish words. Cunis Boher Colleen Banya, which sounds lovely. It was supposed to be a beautiful poem. Don't ever ask to translate anything on the internet. Can I go to the toilet? Yeah, so Amal Cadagum Dulgadi and Leheris Moshe de Holle translates as, can I please go to the toilet? It's we all had to every Irish kid says it in school. You stick up your hand on Cadagum Dulgadi and Leheris Moshe de Holle. But the one that another lad got tattooed in his arm was Cunis Boher Colleen Banya, which translates as quiet road, milky girl. It makes no sense. Cunis Boher Colleen Banya. What was the other? There was another famous one, Sean. Oh, Sean, it depends on your age. I won't ask a lady her age on the internet. But if you did the leave insert in the last 15 to 20 years, you might remember Leinish Cahoramach the screwed fopper, the Trorica, August na Keshtana around the Quida. And when I was in Australia one time, this young lady asked me, did I know any Irish love poems? So I came out with a Léanish go chóramach de scrúd fá péir, na tróracha agus na ceistena around na quid a. She was like, oh my God, that's so lovely. I was like, yes, beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. I learned it in school. Oh God. It's basically when you're doing your leaving cert, which is it's the exam that you do at the end of your whole time in school in Ireland. It's read out at the start of your papers. It just tells you to read the questions and think about the answers, basically, is what it translates as. Léanish go chóramach the scrúd fá péir. Scrúd fá péir is your test paper. The tróracha agus na ceistena. So basically the questions in quid a in part A or whatever. But anyway, that's yeah. So she thought it was a poem. I'm a Scot, love the Irish accent. Oh, wow, whereabouts are you from, Helen? I got a lot of family in around Glasgow, East Kilbride, and Troon. It can be tricky enough to learn. Like it is a beautiful language, and sadly, in some respects, it's been lost in Ireland. But there's been a big revival of late. You know, a lot of younger people now are starting to fall in love with the language again, and it's a beautiful thing. Oh my God, yeah. The puppy's name should be Biddy. I actually think that's a lovely name. One of my favorite characters. One of my favorite characters in Irish history is a lady called Biddy Early. She's a fascinating character. She's going to be featured in a video on my new channel. Really excited for that. Sean says, yeah, listen carefully to the questions and paper that goes in part A. That's basically what it is. But she legitimately thought that it was this beautiful Irish poem. My brother Richie, mad for the women, and he lives over in England, so he can get away with it. He sends me Snapchats all the time of him reading Irish poetry to young ladies. He just reads the national anthem. Sheena Fianna Fáil, blasting that shit out all over the pubs of England, and they love it. I think Biddy's a lovely name. Then again, a biddy in Ireland, an old biddy is an old miserable old bastard. You know, so it's a tough one. But anyway, that's all I got for you tonight, lads and lasses. I just wanted to get your opinion on all that stuff. Sorry for kind of going off on one there a bit earlier, but I kind of had to. I'd no choice really. Yeah. Anyway, I'll play you out with this arsehole. And Sean, do you live? Whereabouts do you live in? Are you? You're still in Ireland, right? I know of a lad who was living in Belgium who convinced a bar full of Belgians that the Irish for cheers was Board Namona. Board Namona is the Irish Energy Board, basically, like where you used to buy coal and fucking briquettes, turf briquettes. I love the smell of turf. Oh, it's the best smell ever. Just reminds you of the old days. But yeah. Fucking Board Namona. Do you remember the Board Namona music? That was a song by the Dubliners called the Merino Waltz. And I played that for somebody the other day. She was just like, do you remember the Board Namona music? I was like, yeah, the Merino Waltz. She was like, you know the name of it? I was like, yeah. You live in Thurles? No shit. I got a lot of friends up around that neck of the woods and a lot of fucking enemies too, man. Hey, that's not far from where I'm going to be tomorrow. I'm heading over to Killaloo tomorrow, meeting up with a lad for a chat. If you're around, give me a shout, man. Just drop me an email. Be delighted to. I don't fucking hang around Thurles though. I'm going to be out in Clonmel tomorrow night if you're around. Going out on the piss in Clonmel. Yeah, if you're around, give me a shout, man. You're more than welcome. And if you're around anywhere near Killaloo tomorrow, fucking hit me up. Must go have a chat with a lad. But anyway, lads and lassies, thank you so much for joining me. I'll play you out with I'll just no one hangs around Thurles, yeah. No shit. It's not too bad, but it's like ugh. Yeah, I know some right dickheads living up around Thurles, but anyway. When your family gathers, do you speak English or Irish? Oh, English for the most part, yeah. My parents wouldn't have a whole lot of Irish. My younger brother wouldn't. My older brothers would have about the same amount as me. But then that being said, I use a lot of Irish here at home. Like Chloe doesn't speak fluent Irish. I don't speak fluent Irish. I've got good Irish, but not fluent. But I use a lot of Irish words around the house. Like instead of fridge, I always say Quishnor. It's just something I've always done. Instead of cupboard, I always say Cofra. I've always done that. Instead of bed, I always say Labba, which is the Irish for bed. What else do I say in Irish around the house? Like even with the dogs, sometimes I call them my little Madra or my little Madri. Trying to think what other Irish words. Oh yeah, I think this goes for most Irish families. Instead of milk, you never say, "Hey, pass me out the milk." What do you say, Sean? Pass me out the banya every time. And if something is small in Ireland, you just put the word "een" on the end of it, and that goes for everything. Like that's a bike, but it's a little bike, so it's a bike-een. That's a flag, so it's a little flag, so it's a flag-een. What else? Not to be confused with a flagon, which is a different thing. Anyway, fire us out the banya there, will ya? There you go. Give us an old shot of banya. And that's how I got into drinking Tiger bombs. It's like a Jaeger bomb, but it's tea. You put the milk in a shot glass and drop it into the cup of tea. A Tiger bomb. And a small penis would be a peeneen. That's actually very true. And then there is the difference between tea and tay. And I've already explained that one. What if you had a little flagon? Well, you'd have a flagonine then, wouldn't you? Crouching tiger, hidden naggin. Anyway, lads and lassies, thank you so much for joining me. I'll catch you later. I gotta go to bed. You can fuck right off. You're not coming to Clonmel now anyway. Go on, I'll see you later, guys. Thank you so much.
For
Slanja.
taxes or paying forever registration fees and paying all these things over and over and over again. Some people want to try to actively do something, to get out from underneath the thumb. Do I agree with a lot of that? I see where they're coming from.